Hey everyone, it's Kelvin with Deal Roll and Connect, and I wanted to tell you about a few official changes that have been made to Disney's Epic Alliances. The op released the FAQ to answer some questions, but among the things here are some erratas, or changes. Some are relatively minor, but some of the characters have their values changed. I'm here to go over some of the more impactful notes and changes. If you want to see the full notes, I'll put a link to them in the description. Keep in mind that this is a bit of a living document and subject to changes. Let's dive into the core set by starting with some general notes. If you're on a VP space with 1 health and you're cursed, you do not gain the VP. Gaining VP happens after all status effects are resolved. Also, the timing of KOs has changed. The KO'd character is removed from the arena at the end of the clause or paragraph that causes the KO. This sounds minor, but you'll hear the impact across several characters as we go on. It impacts other effects as well that are tied to cards and abilities. The note about Sully isn't actually about Sully, it's about Taunt. Taunt only affects which rivals may be chosen for direct effects. It does not impact indirect abilities, and it doesn't impact targeting your own characters, for things like healing, for example. Here's the first instance of that KO timing. Aladdin's Disarm has a paragraph break where one shouldn't be. What that means is, the last part of the card happens whether or not the rival is KO'd. Before, there was a question of whether you could impact your opponent's hand if the damage knocked them out first. It's a similar story for Ariel and her Trident Strike. You can still do that indirect damage even if your initial hit KOs your rival. Demona has the first big change. Her upgrade cost is currently listed as 1 blue shell and 2 red fires. That's now changing to 2 of each gear to put her more in line with the others. Also, for reference, since I've personally seen this one cause confusion, when Demona has strong, all of her attacks do 1 more damage, even the ones that hurt herself or her own team. The biggest note for Dr. Facilier is that those 2 action phases don't need to be taken one after the other. You could have an action phase, a movement phase, and then another action phase if you wish. Gaston's Brawler is another example where the second part should happen even with a KO. When it comes to Maleficent, if you play a magical card that triggers Lingering Storm, and that storm KOs your target, the card simply fails to resolve. Mickey's a bit of a golden child in that he's relatively unchanged. So, for the core set, it mostly comes down to the timing of KOs and Demona's upgrades becoming 2 and 2. Most of the other things are clarifications more than flat out changes, but it's better to be safe than sorry, so I suggest taking a look at the document that's linked in the description. I'll continue to make similar videos for the expansions and when other major changes take place. Until then, this is Deal, Roll, and Connect. We'll see you next time.